Hey guys, it's a little bit late coming to this review for the Calisto Protocol, but better late than never. I guess this is a good way to kick off 2023. I hope you guys enjoy the review. I know the game's been out for about a month now, but you know, holidays and parties and different things going on, and having to schedule me and my buddy Phil to be able to do this review together. So anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoy. Hey, you work here, don't you?
Yeah, I don't get paid enough.
Where's my grenades? Where's my Molotovs?
I don't know, man. Ask the developers.
Well, what's up with the camera?
I don't know about that one either, man.
Like the camera view, like, why do you have to make me hit one of you at a time? There's like 4 of you.
Because game development.
You make me be able to use the force and push you into needles, and it doesn't even work sometimes.
I just work here.
Why do you give me a bar for that and I can't even upgrade it?
I just work here. I got a wife and kids. I get paid.
Why is it?
I don't get paid enough.
Why is it that when I go to reload my gun, when I go to switch guns to this one over here, that it doesn't want to work? You have to reload this one too?
I think it's just because you wasted your ammo and then you had to just.
What do you mean I wasted my ammo? I'm switching guns!
It doesn't load.
If I'm out of ammo with this one, I should be able to flip to this one without having to worry. It takes 5
at this point, sir, it sounds like it's a skill issue.
It should only take a second. It takes 5 seconds for me to flip weapons to be able to shoot somebody and kill them?
You got it though, with grade, with explosive.
Now, listen here. How come, alright, how come, when I use this, why is it that you swing, and I just dodge left? I dodge right. I dodge left.
You move out of the way. That's how you dodge.
I dodge right. But it's only left, right. You don't switch it up. Why? You're the one doing it.
Oh, man.
What? What is going on, everybody? This is our review for the Calisto Protocol. As you see, listen, I didn't like it all that much.
I liked it.
He likes it more than I do, so we'll have some different opinions here on this game. First off, first things first. Me and him can both agree on this one. The switching weapons.
Could be better.
It's so stupid. You switch weapons, it should only take a second and just flip. It should just swap weapons without any issues, but when he switches his weapons, it has to reload itself. It's so dumb. He won't let me switch. I'm about to just die because this is just stupid. You can't switch weapons fast enough because the frickin'... Just frickin' die. That is another issue I have. So when you flip weapons, it has to like connect and like reload, and it's a bunch of nonsense. Might I say?
I haven't had too many issues when I was swapping weapons because I don't know if it's like a thing you have to have it reloaded ahead of time or not. But because
the weapon is automatically reloaded. When you flip weapons, the weapon reloads. It's forced to reload itself.
Honestly, I don't think it's forced automatically.
It's forced to reload itself when you reload the gun. It's so. It's so annoying. Okay, so next off for me, that was so very, very frustrating. Well, we're gonna get the bad out of the way first. We'll talk about the good. But I want to get the bads out of the way here. I want to get the bads out of the way that are bad for me. Some might not be as bad for him, which he had a better experience than me. He also was on console. I gotta mention.
Yeah, console the
day the game came out, horrible. I got it on PC day one. Horrible experience at first. Oh my gosh. The game launched, was a complete disaster, and only worked on PlayStation 5. I don't even know if it worked good on 4. But
5 it was excellent. I only had issues once when loading it up, and that was because it was the first time I opened it up. I was already like aware of these.
Well, at least you didn't have it day one though.
Yeah.
Day one, it was best to play on PlayStation. The PC version was so broken. the frame drops and everything. I have a decent PC, not the best. I need a better graphics card. But that being said, even on medium graphics, 30 frames, I was having trouble at first. Eventually, I think I was able to run higher frames after some updates and patches. But the game at launch was completely ridiculous. It was so bad. But they fixed that stuff, so that was good. The game became playable, thankfully. But that being said, another thing that I had a major problem with this game, for me personally, was the frickin' camera. Go. Okay. Go to the side. Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me! Why do they have to add the extra enemy? And not only the extra enemy, but the camera sometimes in this frickin' game. It can be so frustrating. This game has made me mad more than any game in a long time. Multiple different times. Multiple times. All the time, the frickin' camera really frustrated me.
Camera angles were a little wacky for me every once in a while. Nothing too bad though.
Like the camera, like all the time, like I'd be hitting one enemy and then there'd be so many other ones like all around, or like I'd try hitting one enemy and it'd put me in a corner and like I couldn't freaking see, and it was so ridiculous. It was just so frustrating. The game, you'll see in some clips. Hello, open the frickin' thing! Oh my gosh. As I was saying, the game can be very frustrating. I will say...
Depends what parts you get stuck on. For me, at least for me, it was more depending on which part I got stuck on would be the most frustrating.
I will say that the gameplay for me personally was kind of repetitive. Unfortunately, because it was just... They needed more variation. The weapon system is okay, aside from when you're switching weapons, that's a complete disaster and whole nother thing. The weapon system is okay, but the combat is very repetitive. A lot of just the same type of hits. I don't know what it was that they did wrong here that Dead Space did so much better. Maybe it was the whole using guns more than using actual physical combat. I feel like that probably would have been the better route. Have physical combat, but don't make that your main focus. Make the guns the main focus.
I ran melee weapon like 90% of that game.
That's because it was the main mechanic.
It was where you got most of your combos from, yeah, though. It would be nicer if they had more interesting stuff happening with the guns. A lot of the upgrades were kind of... I will say my only issue with the guns on the upgrades and whatnot, they felt kind of dull. Just like, you get more ammo. Oh, it does slightly more damage. Or the final upgrade for some weapons are like, oh, it does explosion damage now. And even that was like, it's unnecessary.
Yeah. And
could have had better options.
And like you've seen, why was there no grenades, no Molotovs, none of that to even
The closest you ever got to that was explosive barrels and stuff or anything like that.
I feel like there was points with this game that you really should have been able to have even just have one of each.
Waves of enemies.
Just one of each of those would have been helpful to be able to maneuver around certain enemy variations. Speaking of enemy variations, there should have been more. types of enemies. There was not enough kinds of enemies in this game. There was like so many times you'd have so many of the same types.
All the normal ones, or some of the you got the normal ones, the ones that were like ranged and shot stuff at you, but were slightly more tanky to like gunshots, so you pull up on a melee weapon. They got the ones that were on the ground, that were the suicide bombers, effectively. The big dudes with 2 heads and who are easier to dodge, fairly easy to dodge unless you're in a corner, like I've gone in a corner about 100 times.
Yeah, the dodging, you know,
could have been better. Could have been better.
It's
instead of just moving over.
It's you can see right now. Yeah, what's up? Not much. I mean, I'm really not doing much. Honestly. Just kind of moving around a little bit here, kind of dodging some random monster, retarded monster. I mean, I don't know. There's not really much going on. All right, I'll catch you later, man. Sure. I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah. So the dodging left, dodge right, dodge left, dodge right. They never flipped it up the way that the dodging system worked. When I first started the game, I thought it was cool. I had a blast at first, but then once you eventually realize the enemies are just doing the same swinging attacks over and over and over again, it got really, really kind of obnoxious because it was just always them doing the same freaking thing. Some enemies did some different things, but the majority of the enemies, the way that they swing, the way they attack, was always just the same dodging. The same dodging left, dodge right, dodge left, dodge right.
There's also the enemies that can't see. You can sneak up behind them and melee kill them. And you can have like a giant group of them, and they don't really react to anything dying around them, which I think is kind of fun.
Yeah. So
they're supposed to be they're supposed to be like sensitive to sound, but then I'm over there like behind them, killing 5 of them in a row.
So the stealth.
And they make noises.
Let's talk a little bit about the stealth. It's not bad. It's not bad. But
I don't think it's really meant for a game like that, though, honestly.
I feel like it's not either. The stealth for this game, the thing is that the enemies, I feel like they were trying to imitate what they did with The Last of Us with the clickers. They really were kind of trying to imitate the clickers in a way when it came to the stealth areas, and the way the enemies moved even was kind of similar, but they didn't have a specific path, really.
It's kind of like, oh, wander around, or if you approach from behind them too much, they'll slightly move your way.
Yeah,
even though they're crouching. And then you have to do this weird little ring around the rosy, spin around about 100 times with it. Which I thought was kind of silly. It was like, then there's like a bunch of those parts too. I was like, why?
3 right here, 1 right there. I don't know if there's any more that way, but no! Get away from me. What the heck? I honestly don't get it. I really thought. I genuinely really had thought. No, freaking pick it up, throw it on the wall. Pick it up, throw it on the freaking wall. Game is ticking me off. I swear if I die. Dude, I swear if I freaking die. I'm dead. I'm dead. There was too many. There was too many stealth parts. There should have only been like 1 mission with stealth in there, and there was just way more than 1. And there was too many. And the way that the enemies moved, like they would move like really unpredictable ways when you were sneaking around them. Whereas in The Last of Us, for example, the clickers, they have a specific route. Kind of the way that they move, they have a specific route. These enemies didn't really have...
The most kind of a path they had was they like loop around the one structure about 100 times.
Yeah.
If you didn't take care of them or walk around.
Also, sometimes there was too many of them.
Yeah.
Too many of them. There was points when there was just like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know.
I've had like 12 of them around in one area once. And then I actually alerted them, and then like 10 more spawned. I was like, okay, this is inconvenient. It was awful. That was like my only like issues with it, I think. Other than that, I had a blast with it.
Yeah, stealth. it wasn't meant for this kind of game, really.
Honestly, not really meant for that kind of game. I guess
Yeah.
I was just good at it just I played like a lot of other stealth games, and I like those games.
Right. You're a big Metal Gear guy. You're a
Yes.
big Metal Gear guy. So,
The stealth wasn't not too hard for me. It was just more of just
Yeah.
repetitive.
What else bad-wise do we have to talk about? We talked about the gameplay. We talked about the enemy variations. I guess the boss fights, because
The boss fights felt kind of dry.
because
They didn't really put much thought
You
into them.
fight 4 of the same boss 4 times in the game. The same dude.
Same two-headed dude. Sometimes
Yeah.
they throw ads in there,
Yeah.
and then even the ads are like pretty easy to take care of
The
once you got a
same
shotgun.
dude. It's outrageous. I'm dead. I'm dead. Because there's nothing to help me here. Oh!
You okay?
Oh!
Got
Oh!
drop on me, but yeah.
Oh! There's no way. It's like it's bothersome. And then there was one time when I fought him, I had like no ammo left. I had like hardly anything
Melee
left when I
attack.
fought him.
Melee
And there was another enemy in there too. And one of the times, which I'll show you that clip right now, is when I died because another enemy came out of nowhere because my freaking camera angles were being dumb. So have a look at that. Now another time was somehow I beat him, somehow, but I had like nothing left. I don't remember how he died. I think like something blew up or something and it somehow got him.
something.
Yeah,
An
yeah,
environmental hazard got him.
Yeah, somehow I got lucky, and I was saying I was gonna die, but I didn't. But like some of the environments are just not the greatest.
With
Level design.
with the same boss, with it being the same boss about 4 times, they intentionally put you in really small spaces.
Yeah.
And I've gotten killed because I'd get into a corner by accident. Because when you are locked on, when the camera's locked onto the boss and you're dodging, you kind of sometimes don't really realize you're going to end up backing yourself into a corner, which happened to me. I died like 3 or 4 times because of that.
I died the first time I fought that 2-headed guy. I died like 10 times because I didn't know what I was doing, and I had no more healing items and stuff left, and I didn't realize my inventory was full at times too.
I wish they
'Cause
made the inventory bigger.
Well, here's the problem I had with the inventory too. First of all, yeah, you couldn't upgrade the inventory. That was an issue.
no.
But another issue I had was, okay, what stuff is just salvageable? Because I thought some of the stuff was important, and it didn't really tell me this is just something that's worth money. It was like,
Worth
this is like a
credits.
battery, right? I get this battery or something. I think it's for like a door or something useful in the future.
It's like, no, you can just turn it
No.
in for credits.
Yeah, it
More
doesn't tell you
upgrades.
that. It doesn't tell you that these things are just salvageable, so you can sell them so you have more inventory space and use that for upgrades. I didn't realize that until after the halfway
Until you
mark
start
in the
selling,
game,
yeah.
honestly.
And that's when I was
Yeah.
like, oh wait, I didn't need these at all.
Yeah.
I had a feeling it was like something like, oh, because I know you need a lot of credits to upgrade. So in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe it's one of the things you gotta just sell a bunch of. But then even then, it didn't really specify. I was like, all right.
Now, I will give it one thing, is that the second half of the game, once you get more guns, it at least gets a little more fun. Like, once I got my
Once you got the
shotgun-
suit, basically.
Once I got my
the second-
shotgun, it started getting at least a little bit better, you know? It's just, again, like, it's still a little bit repetitive, which is very unfortunate, and the map is, like, small.
One thing they could have fixed with the, kind of taking the fact of how you're talking about inventory space, the one thing they could fix with inventory management is like, have the amount of this amount of ammo you could stack a little bit bigger, just so you didn't have like four different sections of a dozen pistol bullets, because I think that was like the maximum you could carry with pistol ammo.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is stupid. Plus
yeah.
whatever you had in the clip.
Yep.
Which is kind of, I mean, it purposely makes you micromanage, so you can't just pick up everything. But even then, it's like, at least be nice to have like 1 or 2 at least inventory upgrades, because that would be convenient.
Yeah. I think they should have made you be able to upgrade your health just a little bit too, even if it was just like a couple times. But you never were able
Or your
to.
health upgrades with like certain glove augments or something like that.
Yeah. Now, the glove. the glove. It's kind of like the Force.
It's just
you can kind of upgrade it, but I get what they were doing.
Pull and push.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with that.
Maybe give it another ability or two.
Maybe. That being said, the story.
I liked the story you did.
What story? What's it about?
Well, you see, you were with your one buddy. I forgot his name already.
Jacob and Elias.
Well, no, before Elias, when you at the very beginning of the game, when you're on the ship and you're driving around,
you're on the ship and
hijacked by
know,
the crazy lady.
Yeah,
because she just assumes you guys are the ones that have the
special
special
bioweapon. Yeah. Buddy's dead, you get kind of haunted, you're in prison.
Horrible monstrosities of the other world take over, then everyone's
dying. There's the Calisto Protocol that is a dream thing that's supposed to happen, and it's like, it's a disaster.
I never understood with the story stuff. I never understood why they had like the little Rubik's Cube thing.
Listen.
When you never really do anything with them. You only ever like saw cutscenes from them. Like,
first off, before I get back into one thing, there's another thing I want to say. Elias, spoilers of course, Elias dies. Okay, and he helped you out in the game, but you barely knew anything about him. He was a murderer. Sure. He was a murderer. And
they talk more with like side conversations you're going through the game.
He dies. I didn't care.
It's because of you.
You what?
Look out.
I mean, I guess. If you're trying to make this emotional, it's not. They didn't make us care about the character, so. I mean. There's nothing really.
I'll see you on the other side, buddy.
I mean. I don't feel anything. I feel nothing. At all. We barely even knew Elias. We knew barely anything about him, except for the fact that he was a murderer.
I cared. It was like it kind of sucked out, but even then, it was like they could have done more character development on him, honestly.
Now, the thing is with the story, I think they should have added a couple more, 2 to 3 more hours, just that what happens before he crash lands. Give us a backstory to Danny.
Yeah,
give us more backstory for Elias.
Backstory.
Give us a backstory for Jacob. Show us the stories of where they ended up, how that all happened. Make us really care about those characters.
Storytelling felt a little weak.
Storytelling was super weak, and I just when you have characters you don't learn to care about much and emotion, it really drives a game down to where you're not as invested as you want to be, which is kind of crappy.
I still like the story. I'm not dogging on it too much.
He likes it more than I do.
Yeah, I had more fun with it. And you were playing uneasy. You still struggled.
It can be difficult. That being said, we'll talk about a few positives because there is some.
I have one more negative that I want to complain about. I don't like that the health syringe has a whole like its own animation that takes about like forever.
Oh my gosh!
They did it on purpose because they don't want you to like be really scum with the healing or whatever.
I forgot.
But even then, you're already limited inventory space wise. Then there's a whole like cutscene and a half you have to go through to make sure you're safe. And then you're almost never safe, and it's like it's inconvenient. So I always did like after or before I got into an area where I knew there's gonna be problems because I had died in that area before.
When you're healing, it takes forever, and it's so stupid.
I wish if there could still be an animation for it, but at least make it a little bit shorter.
When I was fighting the final boss, I had to heal like twice, and I had to keep doing hopscotch over this thing to try and be able to make time to be able to heal.
Smacks you.
It's like, you don't need a cutscene to heal. Just stab and go.
Especially when you're in the middle of a fight, you think you have the adrenaline just going. You're just like, stick it in and still be able to move around.
And we did not need 4 of the same boss fight. We talked about that, but the boss variation,
the enemy and boss variation were kind of ass.
Absolutely awful.
They were very dry.
Very dry. They needed so much more.
Worth it.
Like, it's so simple. Just take ideas from Dead Island or Dying Light. Or just Dead Space. You're the same people who made Dead Space, which is phenomenal. And it just fell short in so many ways.
God damn, it needs an ID card. Danny, I can't access the elevator. This area's locked down.
I didn't come in that way. Had to raid a security room up here to open things up.
Hang on, security room. I'll look for one here.
every single time it's an ID card or power, go get the ID card. Find the ID card so you can access this. Go find the ID card, or go let the power, turn the power on. Turn the power on here. You gotta turn the power on here. You gotta turn the power on there. Oh, you need access to this, so you need to go find the ID card. The ID card is... Gah! Get that out of here. That water's gone. Oh my gosh. Final boss real quick. The final boss is the one dude in his
Fucking
gross
lieutenant
form.
douchebag.
Yeah, again, you fight him for the second time.
Stuck in a room, just a giant table.
Yeah,
walk
and he's
around
just doing
and
the
shoot
same.
him.
He's doing the same.
Walk around. You go in a circle and shoot him.
Yeah.
Then
Yep.
for second phase, it's interesting.
The
you know
second
why?
phase.
It's interesting. You know why? They add explosive monsters.
Woo! I only give. Yeah, that's the only thing.
I had more fun fighting the two-headed dude.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. It's like I'm over there. It's like, am I having a stroke or something? This is stupid. This is stupid.
The final boss.
Didn't make sense. It was so lazy, and it upset me so much.
Yeah, just because it had little explosion dudes following you around.
And
to
you
try
could just use those to hit him anyway.
Yeah, that was just to help distract you from killing him because he was so easy to kill. I only died once against the final boss,
I didn't even die.
And that was mainly because the exploders.
Yeah, when they catch you off guard, it's like, oh shit, gotta go heal. Yeah. And walk around. As you heal, you have to get on the other side of the table and heal. So he has to slow walk around the whole thing.
So the ending after you kill him, basically, Danny and Jacob want to escape, but only one of them is able to escape. So it's trying to flow your emotions, getting all emotional.
You let Danny go.
Only one of them.
I will.
Yeah, Danny goes. She's uses the whatever to escape, the escape pod, and go back to Earth. She goes or whatever. Jacob's stuck there just to kill all these things. He's just killing stuff. I thought the whole place was gonna explode, but then the lady calls him and is like, "Yo, Jacob, hey, I found another way." And then it's like, oh, all right, well, the game ends.
Make your way over there.
I guess we might get a sequel. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know.
That's for sure. I don't know.
If they even have the money to make a sequel.
If they have the money to make it, at least put more effort into your bosses and enemies, please.
Please.
And
I would
make gunplay and make the
upgrades
upgrades more interesting besides giving yourself extra ammo and explosive ammo.
Here's the thing. I will not, personally, I am not going to buy the game for $60 when it comes out, the sequel. If they get a sequel, I will wait. It is not worth full price. I would say half off. Sure. You'll probably enjoy it for $30, you know, but 60, I don't recommend it at all. I don't even think he does, even though he enjoyed the game more than my experience. I wouldn't recommend full price.
Depends what they come with. If they do make a sequel, it depends if you could like pre-order it. Does it come with anything actually good?
A collector's edition. Okay.
Something actually good, or if they do make a sequel, it'd be nice if they had like female and female character to pick from.
Oh, to pick from. Okay. Well, no, they would make you probably play as Danny.
That'd fine too.
No, they probably would. The thing is if it gets a sequel, the things that they're going to fix that this game didn't have, they're going to do. They're probably going to show Danny's backstory. They're going to show Jacob's backstory.
Hopefully, but even then, that should
Elias
be
is dead, so that don't even matter. They'd probably show backstories with them. They'd probably show what's going on with her on Earth right now. Did she have a family? Any of that? Did Jacob have a family? We don't know because we didn't know. We didn't know anything. All we knew is that he was a pilot.
There was like extra. There was like story, a little bit piece of story you could get if you like found all the extra stuff. But even then, it's like they don't really make it obvious.
Yeah, I don't know. I listen. For me, it was kind of disappointing. I paid full price.
I had fun with that. I have my irks, but I still have fun playing.
I wish we would have got this review out a little bit sooner, but you know, holidays and parties and all kinds of stuff was going on, so you know,
that's more on me though.
A little bit late. Sure, but it's fine.
Busy.
Still wanted to get this review out. Good start to start 2023 with this, and my personal score for this game is a 4 out of 10. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give it a. If I'm, I'll do like 0.5 or anything. I'll do like 6.5, honestly.
Okay.
I want to
Totally fine.
say 7 and higher, but then it just
I don't think it
I
deserves a
realize I have more irks than I do enjoyment out of it. Even then, it's definitely worth the play if you can get it. I would say at least it's fun.
On sale.
On sale, if you have a deal on it or something.
Don't get it full price.
I was a little disappointed by this little bundle thing for day 1 edition. All you got was like different outfit and like a contraband crate, which is just you get rid of that and you get like 800 credits. It's kind of dumb. I thought in contraband crate you got like weapons or something like that, but like,
Yeah. I don't think it has the replayability that Dead Space does.
no. If there's only one ending, yeah, there's not really much unless you're going to 100% and go get, like, all cutscenes.
And Dead Space is just more fun overall, just because of the gameplay. I don't know,
Dead
and the
Space
story,
is-
of course.
it's hard
the
to
story
match.
characters. I mean, it did get 3 games. I mean,
True.
clearly people like Dead Space. So yeah, I guess that's. Is there anything we missed? The
death animations
Death
were cool.
animations.
I did like that they had like good. They had variety in there at least. Like,
yeah, the death
how you
animations
can die.
were really
Not
good.
when I. I just didn't like it when I died to the same kind of death animation and same monster about 100 times because I got cornered, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, it could be
But
really.
even then, I never really raged at it. I was just more like, I just knew where I messed up. I would try
They
to
made
go
like
back.
DLC or are making DLC for death animations, which I find really weird. I hope that's free, but I don't think it is.
Should be like a free update or something.
Yeah. But I mean, I thought there would actually be more death animations. I think, but I don't know. I feel like I got a lot of the same ones all the
You
time.
never, gun wise, you never really end up using the assault rifle much. Kind of garbage. The most it gets is the drum mag.
Yeah.
More time to shoot at stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that. Yeah. The
Pistol
death
is honestly the
animations.
most overpowered weapon because it comes with like when you upgrade it mag all the way, you get explosive shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just don't think every weapon needs the explosive upgrade. It just seems unnecessary. It's like overkill. And it's like, okay, get it. Explosions are great, but when it's on every single weapon, it makes it kind of useless.
I'd say that. Yeah. The death animations were fun, but you know the game. It's hard to get through. In a way, it took me longer than I thought it would.
I guess it depends on what kind of games you play. I didn't have much trouble going through it until it came to the first time I had to fight the two-headed dude. But that's just because I kept being cornered on a box.
Oh, I was
actually.
ticked off at the first time.
I would quite literally get cornered by a crate on the ground because I ended up backing into the crate. It's like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna die here then.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a fucking banger headache. Why? But there's blood all over me. I have some blood in my shit. Was I asleep? What? I guess I'm just gonna go home then. Alright.
All right, I guess that's gonna do it for our review of the Calisto Protocol. 4, 6.5. Very, very iffy. Disappointing. Game definitely could have been. It had potential to be an actual 10 out of 10. It was highly anticipated. It was highly anticipated. Needed more. I don't want to say more time in the oven. Really, it just needed more fleshed out story. Needed more hours.
Better ideas.
Yeah, and more better ideas. Yeah.
Development, I would say, on what they wanted in the game.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and enjoy the blooper reel at the end. See you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.
What? Yes, left.
So you can see through.
Get like a wet washcloth.
I don't know. How you feeling, Phil?
I'm feeling confused.
Phil, how are we feeling so far?
Weird. Feels like I got extra things on like just hugging my face.
Yeah. With his shirt. It's amazing. And look at all this stuff we got going on. It's gonna be fun. Check this out, guys. It's not splattering very well, but this is new prop. Turning it into something awesome. Ah. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, yo. Yeah, we got to get the hair wet still, but turning them into something gross. I love the commitment, right?
Oh yeah. I make it look good.
Awesome. Bill's over here washing up in here. How do you feel?
I feel good.
That's good. You have fun?
Yes.
Yeah, this was pretty fun. Best one yet, you think?
Hey, maybe.
Hopefully.
One that I've run most out for.
Yeah.
Prop-wise and dressed up for.
Yeah. On to the next one eventually, right?
Yeah.
We'll see where we go next. All right.